seconds.
Welcome to viewers joining us from across Europe to the BHR Treviso Hotel for our second semi-final in the dynamic billiards Treviso Open. Now these two players are going to be fighting it out for the pleasure of meeting Joshua Filler in the final and introducing, from Poland, going for his first ever EuroTour title, Tomasz Kaplan. And he's going to be up against a man looking for his third ever EuroTour title from Albania, Eklent Kaci. Now the match is a race to 9, alternate break, and we'll hand you over to our match referee, Alan Buyash.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dynamic Billiard Treviso Open, and we have our second semi-final match with Eklent Kaci from Albania versus Tomasz Kaplan from Poland. For those of you just joining us, we had our first semi-final and Joshua Filler came out victorious with a scoreline of 9-4 against Poland's Wiktor Zielinski. So the winner of this will play Joshua in the final. It is a race to 9, alternate break, with a 3-point rule in effect.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Ralph Souquet here with Imran in the booth. And yeah, looking forward to this match. Probably be a complete different style of players that we're gonna see here. First we had the super fast sharpshooters, and now we have still two fast players, but they address the table completely different than the players in the previous semi-final.
Contrasting styles, shall we say. Thomas breaks off, makes a 1 ball in the side, and looks to be illegal.
I thought the 8 ball went through. I think it was a legal break.
Okay, it was legal.
Yeah, I think the 8 ball went all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he has a thin snick on this 2.
Might face a combination 4-8 here that he might have to go for.
Yes.
Or just goes in between those balls, and
that'll work unless he's straight in, and then he can only stop the cue ball there and have a longer shot on the 5. Can he manufacture an angle? Yeah, he's got a little bit. Touch of inside spin, maybe 11 o'clock on the cue ball.
And you hit that with authority.
Yes.
Which is always dangerous on these side pockets.
Yes, like we said. So if you can get straight on the 6, the 7 will go in the opposite corner. Thomas bidding for his first EuroTour title. Has been playing for quite some time.
Yeah, I would already call him a veteran.
Yes.
He's been around quite long.
From the position we're seeing, doesn't look like the 7 passes, does it?
Exactly, yeah. I was wondering,
Yeah, it's
Maybe
very tight.
maybe he didn't check properly either.
Might have to catch a piece of the rail. It flew in. See how deceiving the
Wow.
camera angle can be.
I mean, from here it looked like there's no way that the 7 could pass. Yeah, but Thomas being I think, multiple European champion.
Yes.
He won definitely the straight ball before. I don't know if he won 1 or 2. I believe he won more, obviously with Team Poland.
Right, right.
And yeah, he had a nice break and run here. So
yeah, quite a clinical start.
Was not the easiest of wrecks.
Yeah, the balls didn't quite disperse.
As nice, even though when you look here, I mean, they're all spread out nice, but then they kind of got back together.
Yeah. Yeah, I do apologize for not introducing you, Ralph. It's always a pleasure to have you in the booth.
That's why I introduced
myself
here.
So here we have Albania's #1 player, Eklent Kaci.
Currently ranked number 8 on the EuroTour.
Okay.
So he's trying to improve his position. I bet he already did by just reaching the semifinals.
Semis, yeah. Nine ball. Oh, very close. I was speaking to Eklent before this match, and he said, "I'm just going to hit the break hard," and that's usually his style.
Big difference, making a 9 on the break,
yeah,
or not, catching the edge. Then at least he would have had a shot on the 2, and now he has to push out, which, for those who are not regular viewers, that is the only possibility after the break. So the first shot after the break shot, you can push out or roll out the cue ball to any position on the table, and the opponent has then the option to either take the shot or give it back.
Right, yes. So he pushes into a jump shot. And I think he's going to go for it. Oh, give it back.
Yeah, it's always a 50-50 decision. I mean, it's not only that you have to make it, you also need a position afterwards. But the 3 is, not far away from the 2, so should be okay. And you hit it perfect. Wow,
nice
look
shot.
at this.
Great shot. And what position as well. Just needs to clear the 8 ball here to have a shot on the 4 on the side.
Yeah, Eklent also being one of the hottest players in the last 2-3 years, for sure.
Absolutely, definitely, yeah. One of the best players in the world right now.
Very steady player. I think after he switched playing snooker for a while, he completely changed his style of play for good.
Right.
Because he used to be a very fast player, which is not necessarily bad, but also with a lot of temper.
Right, okay.
And, I've seen some cues flying around.
Right, okay. So he definitely seems like he's worked on that and improved his...
absolutely, and that has helped his game by far.
I played him maybe 7 or 8 years ago when he wasn't so much of a top player then, and I just beat him in Cyprus. It was 9-8, and it was the first time I saw him, and I thought, this guy's going to be good, and I was correct.
Mm-hmm.
He comes to London quite a lot, and we practice together sometimes.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
His brother lives in London, so he comes over to visit sometimes. Very good fundamentals, Eklent Kaci, probably hails from his snooker background.
Yep, definitely.
Ties up the match, 1-1. So just to let you know, we will have a 2-minute break after 4 racks being played. Then after 9 racks, we'll have a timeout for both players. Then after 13 racks, another 2-minute break.
If we get that far.
If we get that far, yeah. You see a fantastic jump shot.
What do you think about having the extension all the time on the cue? Like those long extensions like Eklent does here.
I tinkered with it as well, and I definitely find it helps you get through the white ball a lot better, and it can stop you putting a bad stroke on the ball, a longer cue. So I think it's advantageous. I used to have one at the back of my cue, but I found it was back heavy a little bit and not too balanced. Now I've got one in the middle of my cue, so I've got more balance now, and it feels a lot better.
I've tried it just out of curiosity, but I got shoulder pain because the cue was just way too heavy, and I couldn't find an extension light enough, you know, to.
I was kind of the same, and so someone suggested an extension in the middle of the cue, and that's what I'm using now, and I'm playing okay with it.
Yeah, I've tried that too, but also, you know, the weight of the whole cue was just too heavy, and it just felt awkward.
Okay.
So I never felt really comfortable with it. I played with a little longer shaft before, mentioned a 30-inch shaft, and that was actually a bit better.
Yeah, that's probably the ideal way to get around it, is to have a longer shaft, so you don't have to actually put an extension on.
So here, Tomasz Kaplan.
Slightly off angle.
Yeah, but I think he's still okay.
Yeah.
It's just right in between, you know, a little more to the left or right would have been ideal.
Yeah.
Now he's like...
He's on the 50, as
50-yard line, yeah. But he's still okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, and because of
jinx him?
Because of that, he was playing that with a trace of inside spin, and he missed the ball, misjudged the compensation.
The question is, did he have to play with inside English? Or
Yeah, I don't think
just follow through and stay on the same side where the cue ball was.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. He didn't actually have to use the English there, which made the shot
much tougher.
Harder, definitely. I think it's important for Thomas to kind of stamp his authority on this match early in the set, to let Kaci know, you know, I'm here. You know.
Yep. Yeah, if you let him run away, then it's difficult
to
catch him.
Yeah, it can steamroll you. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though in the previous round, no, actually it was the round of the last 16. He played Niels fine, and he was up, I believe, 6-0, but still Niels came back.
Right.
It was a very close match at the end. I don't know if
Okay.
it was 9-7 or even 9-8.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But I didn't know, or I haven't seen what actually happened. You know, if he started making mistakes or just couldn't get any rolls after the break. You know. So you never know in this format. Anything can happen.
Yep. Didn't put a great stroke on that.
He actually hit it a little too full.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he
He could have cheated the pocket bit to get over.
well,
on
actually,
to
he
the right
cheated
a bit
to the wrong side of
wrong
the pocket.
side. That's what I mean. He needed to cheat to the long rail. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Good
was-
recovery, but it wiped its feet.
Yep. This one also did not split the pocket,
Yeah.
but again, the 9 went in, and
That's what matters. End of the day.
exactly. Leading 2-1 now. Tomasz Kaplan to break in rec 4. Oh, it's not? Oh, exactly. It was Thomas' break.
That's right.
Eklent's.
Yeah.
Here we have the position on the 6 again. And he missed it by far.
He did. Yeah. Yeah. Lost the cue ball a little bit. Made the corner ball. Not sure if you can see enough of the 1 to make it, but it's a very tough shot.
Yeah, cue ball is very close to the rail, which makes it in general tough, and then you might not have a full pocket. Looks like this 8 ball is blocking maybe a little bit. So in that case, it's probably better off to play a safety.
That's why it's so important to have a pretty good cue ball on the break. If his cue ball was central here, he would have had a lovely shot on the 1 ball. But when you're hitting the break hard, it's not easy to control the cue ball as well. So that's a good speed.
Yep.
Window. Looks like a perfect window from here.
Yeah. That's the worst, you know, when you have like
Yeah.
3 blocking balls, but you get exactly in between. That happened to me here quite a few times, where I thought it's actually impossible. If you try to find that window,
You
you're
can't.
never,
No.
you're never gonna get there. Not ideal, no. Cue ball a little too short, then he bumped into the 5, which was probably not avoidable.
Unavoidable, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you could actually see it thin enough to maybe put the 1 ball in between those 2 balls.
Well, at least he's contained the situation.
Hit the 1 ball on the left side, cue ball 2 rails down to the rail where he's bridging off, and put the 1 ball on the top rail, or that way,
Oh, that way.
which is a little more tricky, or not tricky, but it gives the opponent a bigger chance of a good jump shot.
Yeah, there was more margin for error this way, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to go airborne. That's Just very unlucky. Lovely jump shot.
Yeah, that was unlucky because he hit that ball really nice. Yeah.
Looked like to me there. He had a bit of unintentional spin on that jump shot.
Or maybe hit the rail first. Yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah.
He hit the rail first, and that's why.
Yeah, lost the cue ball.
If he would have hit the ball first, then would have been no chances for the scratch.
Right.
But again, it's easier said than done.
Exactly, yeah.
Hitting the jump shot, I mean, there's never a guarantee.
No.
No matter how many 100 times you practice that shot.
Yeah.
And then with the shot clock of 35 seconds.
Adding pressure to the shot.
Adding a lot of pressure, yeah. Bit straight here on a 5.
That'll do.
Those are always tricky shots. Because for some reason, the edge of the side pocket seems to stick out sometimes.
Yeah. So there is a trick now where you play it towards the outside jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he did there.
Yeah. But of course, coming then basically from an outside angle, it's very likely that the object ball is going to wobble out,
Right,
so
yeah.
So there's always a fine line there between hitting it perfect and looking dumb.
Yeah.
Eklent Kaci on the 9 ball to go in a 3-1 lead, and then we have a 2-minute break. Yeah, while we are in the break here, you see there's less spectators in the arena now. I guess everyone is getting maybe some food, some drinks, getting ready, I guess, for the final match, starting at 7 o'clock.
Yeah. But of course, a lot of players would have gone home as well.
Yeah, that too. It's about this time of the day where some players already booked their flights for tonight, and they had to go to the airport. But it's not like that only players should be here and watching. It's always good to have local people and people that are not so attached to the sport all the time.
I agree.
That's what we actually looking forward to see in the future as well.
Yes. Well, we have plenty of people online watching. I'll try and find you the figure. Yeah, big shout out to Kozoom, a very professional setup. Best in the business when it comes to streaming. But unfortunately, this particular EuroTour, we're having a little bit trouble with the firewall in the hotel, so we do apologize for any imperfections in the stream. We have 127 people. Oh, it's not as much as I thought. In the previous semi-final, we got up to 680. I saw the figure.
And to answer the question in the chat, that was Imran Majid speaking, and I'm Ralph Souquet.
Yeah, I apologize if I didn't introduce myself. I did in the first semi-final, so yes, I am Imran Majid, and have the pleasure of Ralph Zakei in the booth with me. He's only a young guy, but he looks older than his age.
Well, obviously the beard makes him look a bit older or more mature.
I think 22 or 23.
Yeah, I don't know the exact age, but in that area.
Yeah.
So Tomasz Kaplan to break in rack 5. Watch the cue ball.
That's illegal.
Yep. He only made one ball, and one ball crossed the line, and with the 3-point rule, he only achieved 2 points.
Yeah. Do you like the 3-point rule, Ralph, personally?
Actually, I do.
Yes.
I mean, it's not always fair, to be honest.
Yes.
But
it stops the soft break at least.
It stops the soft break, and you need to have some kind of rule.
Yeah.
And I just hate if players are just popping the break very soft and making a ball and not even having one ball crossing the middle line.
That was a nice shot. Does have a problem. The 7 and 8 are clustered up together, but to his advantage, the 4 ball is right next to it. He could open up with the 4 ball and have a shot on the 5.
Not with the perfect angle to get
back to
down
the
to the
6.
6.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a
yeah.
tricky situation. Let's see how he goes about it. Could he follow now?
Now it looks like he could follow.
Glance the 8 ball and play the 5 in the side. 2 rails.
But if he
catches it too thick, he can scratch. It's a little bit tricky.
Or get snookered behind the 9.
Yeah, there is
there are many
obstacles.
Looks like he's following through, yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, hits it perfect. Has enough angle for the 5 to get down to the 6. Open up the cluster 7, 8.
I would have liked a little bit more angle personally.
I assume him as well.
Yeah. Just overhit it a little bit.
How you play the position now? Do you try to get straight on the 7?
I like drawing here, coming back where he's standing.
But you want to have an angle to go around with the cue ball?
Yeah, either straight or angle to go around. And now he will go around.
It's not really the kind of angle you want to have.
No.
It's a little flat.
Yeah, a little flat.
It's like, again, like the 50-yard line in between.
He's going to have to force it with some left-hand spin. We could...
Or maybe draw.
Pinch draw it a little bit.
Or maybe draw it like 2 rail or 3 rails
3
around.
rails, yeah.
I guess that's personal preference.
Yeah. I think he was going to let his stroke out. No, he's following. He's got options here.
Yeah, stun follow. Yeah, it's probably the wisest choice here.
Yeah.
Nice stroke. Perfect position for the 9 to go in a 4-1 lead.
So he definitely capitalized on Thomas's mistake there, stamping his authority on the match early doors, which is always advisable in a race to 9. Going back to the break, Ralph, don't you think it should be standardized throughout all tournaments? Like if we're having the 3-point rule in this tournament, in the EuroTour, Matchroom should do it as well, or we should follow Matchroom and have one universal way to break?
Well, we definitely need one standardized rule,
Yeah.
no matter which one we're going to take.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I personally would prefer these rules here,
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because I rather have the 9 ball on the spot with the rack than the 1 ball, because with the 1 ball on the spot it seems to be just too easy to make a ball.
Very easy, yeah.
Especially when you use a racking template, or like the balls here are tapped in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It almost becomes a joke.
But I also know that in all the matchroom events, that when it comes to the last 16, then you have more or less hand-racked racks, and then it could be okay to put the 1 on the spot.
Right, with hand racking, yeah.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I believe they also tap the balls lightly.
Slightly. Maybe the first 2 or 3 balls, yeah.
But, you know, after a few days, you know, if you already have those little divots.
Indents,
and then it becomes actually also too easy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to say what is best.
Yeah. He was a little bit unlucky there because
he hit a good break.
Very good break, yeah.
Cue ball wide, quite good controls, but that's the nature of the game.
Yep.
This is the lucky part of the game that you cannot really control.
Yeah.
No matter how good you hit the break, how good you control the cue ball, if it gets kicked away or if another ball gets in the clear path, then there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Except obviously for you have Eklent Kaci's girlfriend. I believe it's a girlfriend.
Right. Okay.
I
didn't
if
know
they
that.
Are married or I've seen her in the previous event
must
as well.
be a girlfriend then. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Yeah.
They might be even married or so. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it's his mum anyway.
That I doubt too. Yeah. Anyway, good safety here by not saying a poor push out by Eklent, but I guess he was a little bit speculating, just offering something, and Thomas really replied with a nice safety.
But he did give him that easy safety. I would have thought he would have pushed out to a jump there. Wow, what a shot.
Wow.
And he played it too.
Well, I guess he did everything right.
Yeah. Excellent kick shot.
He hit it super hard. I mean, even if that ball would not go in, it might have come around and back to the other side of the table.
Yeah.
You know. But sometimes you just feel it, you know, that a ball will go in, and no matter what you do, you're doing the right thing.
Nice little flick there on the 6. He's a very good potter of the ball, Kaci, because he started with snooker. And he addresses the white ball very central. Never goes more than a tip from center. I've played him a few times.
Yeah, that's what I like to do myself.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, obviously, when I have to, I use English, no matter what. But if I can avoid it, then I'd rather stay in the center.
Yeah, reduces margin for error.
Yeah. Looks like he will go into a comfortable 5-1 lead here in the second semifinal.
Using the long rail slightly there to make the 8 ball, which makes the pocket much bigger. Mr. Perfection, 5-1 up. That's the tattoo on his neck. It says Perfection.
I don't even know. Does he have a nickname?
No,
I'm not
good
aware
point.
of it.
Yeah, good point.
And
No,
he's
he
played
doesn't.
in several Metro events. So
Yeah, and he's won some big titles, World 10 Ball and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised that no one's kind of given him a nickname. Anything that springs to mind for Kaci? Mr. Perfection?
no, well, I don't know.
Possibility.
I don't think it will actually suit him, to be honest, even though he thrives for perfection.
Yeah.
But again, it's not my thing to say anything like that. Obviously, I like to be perfect, but it's obviously impossible. We are
Yeah.
all in some ways, definitely not perfect. And
No, although we strive for it, it's impossible to be perfect all the time.
So yeah, Thomas with
A little bit
actually
unlucky again, I think.
unlucky. Yeah, actually he hit the break very well,
Yeah.
but doesn't get a clean path. And now even has to use the extension with an extra 30 seconds. Here we see the referee with the shot clock. Oh,
He tried to play it off the 8 ball.
yeah.
And I'm not sure if that shot was quite on.
Yeah, I don't think he had many good options here. Because
Yeah, so
when the object ball is so close to the pocket
mm,
and you just can't see it, where do you want to push to?
yeah.
Maybe he could have tightened up 2 balls.
Yeah, I could have played a push out maybe.
But obviously, sitting here, it's always easier when you are at the table with the 35-second shot clock
Yes,
in
of course.
operation.
And he is 5-1 down. He probably wants to attack the game
Yeah.
a little bit.
So I guess he wants to go to the end rail and play the 3 in the opposite corner pocket. Oh, now he's got the time call already.
That's another thing with the shot clock times. Every tournament seems to be different.
Little different, yeah.
Yeah, like 5 seconds at least.
Yeah.
Here it's what, 35 seconds?
35. Here it's basically 25 plus 10.
Yeah.
So you get the warning after 25 seconds. And
I
then you
feel
have
that needs to be standardized as well.
And actually, I believe an extra 5 seconds. So I'm talking about a total of 40 seconds would be ideal.
Perfect. Yeah, that would make the world of difference actually.
Yeah. Because
You still feel a bit hurried with 35 seconds,
Yeah,
when there's a tricky
sometimes,
situation. Yeah.
when it's an open table,
It's fine. You need 10 seconds. Doesn't matter.
exactly.
Yeah.
But very often, you need to maybe break up a cluster, or you have to think: do I go offense? Do I stay
Yeah.
defense? Whatever. So
Or you need to work out a 3-rail kick or something.
whatever,
like that,
yeah. there are very often that shot clock can be really bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So they probably do it for the tournament to speed up the tournament, really,
yeah,
and
But
not let
we-
it drag down.
like for example at the China Open, we always played from the very first moment with a 45-second shot clock,
Okay, that's ample enough time. Yeah.
and that was way enough time.
Yeah.
I could actually see it reduced to 40 seconds and still be okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree.
But 35 is borderline, and match from 30, I believe, is too short.
2 less. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's easy to say for me because I'm more of a slower player.
Yes.
so
Yes.
But at least I want to, see my options, because sometimes you do have 2-3 options that you
Yeah.
have to play in your mind through, and just not enough time to do so. You know, whatever comes in your mind at the beginning, you have to more or less go for.
Yeah.
But if it's the wrong thing, then you're screwed.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, in some English pool tournaments, they have a 15-second shot clock.
15?
15, yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is crazy, yeah.
Because they have so many participants and they have to get the matches over and done with in a certain time slots.
Wow. That sounds brutal.
Yeah, that is brutal. So it looks like Kaci's running away with this final.
Yep, soon we'll be leading 6-1. Now we see a bigger crowd again. I guess coffee and cake is
On the menu, yep.
was on a menu, and now people are getting ready already for the remainder of the second semifinal and the start of the final, which will be at 7 o'clock. Rec number 8, Eklent Kaci to break, leading 6-1. I'm really looking comfortable right now.
Yes, yeah, very relaxed. He's going to hit him hard. He's going to make at least 2 balls, I reckon. As soon as I said that, dry break. Commentator's curse, as we say.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to talk bad about the referees, but it looked like not a good rec.
Okay, yes, which can happen. It's
I mean, we can see the 9 ball is not sitting on a spot anymore.
usually it stays there if it's a good
Yeah.
rack, yeah.
And I don't know if it actually got kicked or if it went straight. No, it got kicked, I believe, yeah. But it can happen.
Of course.
I mean, we saw 2 balls going towards the lower right corner pocket, and they were both in their ways again. So
Yeah, yeah. So, Thomas has been given a lifeline here. He needs to capitalize on it.
and he definitely needed it.
Because if he runs out here, then break and runs, it's 6-3, and then he's back in the match.
Absolutely, yeah. And no matter what the break format is, you know, I always hear people saying, yeah, when someone is down 5-6 games in the alternating break system or format, you know, players can come back. Yes, they can.
They can, yeah. We've seen it here, yeah. Elliot Sanderson was 7-0 down against Daniel Carreri, 1-9-8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
7-0.
Yep. And you would think, yeah, there's no chance
Yeah.
you know, of coming back, because
Obviously, you need help from your opponent as well.
of course, yeah, you need
a couple of rolls and
a couple of rolls, maybe a couple of dry breaks
Yeah.
or bad breaks. And I mean, I always feel more comfortable with a winner's break format,
yeah.
no matter if I'm winning or losing, because with the alternate break format, I don't know. Oh.
That was a bad mistake, yeah. Didn't quite get into the cue ball there. Didn't have enough backspin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw one of the greatest comebacks in history in the recent Whirlpool Championship when Shane beat Mika from 10-3 down and ran out the set. No, he didn't run out the set, did he?
No. I
He
think Mika was at the table several times, but
okay, yeah.
But he didn't.
He won every rack from then on, yeah.
And of course, with the winners break format, it made it easier. Let's put it that way.
Definitely, yeah.
Of course, when you put a 3-4-5 pick on your opponent, that creates some extra pressure.
Yeah.
But again, you know, you can be leading 6-7 games and one dry break, one scratch on the break, and your opponent runs on his break, and all of a sudden he's back in the game.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, early Christmas present for Kaci, that was.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the 6-ball wasn't that easy. You know, he had not an easy angle, as you can see in the replay now again. It was quite a lot on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if he could get into the cue ball enough there, and to avoid the scratch, maybe another shot selection could have been a wiser option. Maybe bump into the 7
ball.
Bump
into the 7, exactly,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or definitely make sure
Of
that
the
you're not going to scratch.
Yeah, they say always make sure of your ball.
Successful break. Sees the 2-ball, but
not easy.
It's not easy, and
5 and 8 are clustered as well. Not sure if the 6 has an obvious pocket.
Well, it has in the side.
Yeah, in the side.
And maybe in the corner.
I think he's playing safe behind the 5-8. This looks good.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah.
But the way Kaci is jumping, it's almost like a hanger.
Yeah. He's a kangaroo. He jumps everything, as well as Fido Ghost.
Well, I mean, him being so tall certainly helps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good point.
I mean, he doesn't really have to stretch much, you know.
Yeah, he's got a good advantage there. Got to watch the corner pocket. He hit that terrible.
Commentator's curse.
I think we should just shut up and not say a word, Ralph.
Yeah, he just hit that bad. I mean, he hit it on the complete wrong side.
Yeah.
Not that it is easy.
No.
But the way he was jumping before, you know, I definitely thought he's gonna
At least be close to that one, yeah.
Well, it's about time for Thomas to find a rhythm.
Yeah. Desperately needs this rack. And from that angle, maybe the 6 does go into the corner, so... Needs full concentration here.
And he belongs to the very few players that are not using a glove.
Ah, yeah.
Not too long ago, I was part of that too.
Yeah. Yeah, most players do use a glove now. I would say, you know, it's over 50%, right?
Yeah, I would probably say it's at least 75%.
Wow, yeah.
Well, before that, a lot of players used powder, talcum, or stuff like that, which created actually a mess on the table.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The balls got dirty. The powder got, you know, on the cloth. So
on the cloth, you see white powder marks. Yeah,
everything
no
was
good. Yeah.
So I rather see the players using gloves.
(7-2) now to Eklent Kaci. He's got his work cut out, Tomasz, but it can be done, and we've seen it many times before.
And now we have the timeout, mandatory after 9 racks.
Yep. Which is a nice rule, so you can't use your timeout to your advantage to kind of shock your opponent, if you like.
Yeah, I like this rule as well.
Yeah.
It actually should be a rule for all the matches.
All matches, yeah. Why not?
I remember we used to have that at the World Championships in Qatar several years, but they had like
I remember now.
Every 7 racks they had a break.
I remember that now. Yeah, good rule.
I mean, if both players would agree not to take a break, then it would be okay. Obviously, here is for different reasons, you know, television, commercials, stuff like that. But in general, I like that rule.
Yeah.
That takes a lot away from, I wouldn't call it sharking, but, you know, breaking the opponent's rhythm.
Yeah. Because, I've missed an easy ball, then my opponent takes a timeout, and I'm sat in my chair and thinking about my miss, so, yeah.
Or if you are on a good roll and you won like 3, 4, 5 racks in a row.
You'll break your rhythm, yeah.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it takes the timeout, and then and it happened quite often. But of course, it's legal as it is right now, so there's nothing really to complain about.
I believe it should be universal throughout the tournament.
Exactly, and like in other sports, they have just normal timeouts, like in tennis after 2 games. Each player has his own serve, and then they sit down for, I don't know, I believe 2 minutes, whatever it is.
Yeah, of course, unless you really have to go for a number 1.
Yeah, well, of course, there's always emergency issues.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Are you also going to play in Bucharest?
I'm going to Bucharest. Obviously, we can travel now from England, so I'm free like a bird. And it's really nice to get out of the country. For 3 years I was stuck in England. And I'll be playing all the events now. Going to Romania, then the UK Open, then Predator tournament in Germany.
Yep. In Bremen.
In Bremen, yeah. What's that like, Bremen? Is it a nice city?
To be honest, I think I've been to Bremen once in my whole life.
Okay.
So I couldn't really tell.
Okay.
We used to play with the German league, with the team. We had to play in Bremen before, but it was not in the city, so it was somewhere on the outside. So
okay, I see.
I haven't really seen much of Bremen, to be honest.
Okay.
But I think the event, I know that the event is played on a horse race track.
Okay, race course.
Yeah. So
that should be interesting.
Yeah.
Might be a very, very nice venue. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks.
They usually are race courses. They have a nice
hotel right attached to it, and
yeah.
that's where we gonna stay and play.
Yeah. Okay. You playing that?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. It's a different kind of format, race to 4, and there's a shootout. It looks kind of exciting, yeah.
Well, I obviously have played on the Predator Tour before.
I haven't. I couldn't. Obviously, couldn't travel.
So it's different.
Yeah.
Short race, and a lot of the matches actually go into the shootout.
Yeah, they're like 60% of the matches, something like that.
And it actually creates some different kind of pressure.
Yeah. it'll be nice to enter that one. I think it's better. It's better than, you know, the score is hill and your opponent breaks and runs out.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a shootout.
Watch the cue ball.
Oh, nice little roll there.
I guess when you are down 7-2, then the cue ball
Does that?
gonna scratch.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And when you're up, you get a nice layout like that.
Do you believe in the pool gods, Ralph? You've been playing the game for such a long time. You might have.
Well, let's put it that way. If you make right choices and you do the right thing, then you also get benefits.
Yes. Positive things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you make silly mistakes, then you actually get punished twice. And yeah, if you call that the pool gods, then yes, I believe in them.
Okay.
Even though it's not always 100%. I mean, sometimes you actually do nothing wrong and you still get punished. But on the other hand, very often you do things not the way you should do them, and you still get the good rolls.
Yes, I understand.
But you have to always see it, you know, in the long run. And you have to see the combined picture of maybe the whole tournament or the whole year or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
I think it evens out at the end.
Right. Okay. So this is a very elementary table to get on the hill. Overhit that a little bit. Might have to play with some inside spin or go across the table. Yeah, inside spin. 3 o'clock on the cue ball.
Perfect position, and we'll be leading 8-2.
We had quite a short first semi-final, and this is pretty short too.
Because both matches actually are having a big margin.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't seen a close match yet.
No.
But maybe they were waiting for the finals for that.
Yeah. I think the final's going to be close.
Closer.
Closer, yeah.
Let's hope. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I'd rather see, you know, a battle where both players, you know, maybe make a mistake or hear some kick shots, some.
Will you be rooting for Joshua, obviously, because he's a countryman?
Obviously, yeah. But being a commentator, I should be neutral.
Yes.
Bad luck again here. Even though he didn't hit that break as good as the last ones before.
He should have Kaci in trouble here, though. Can he roll up behind the 9? Maybe not. Maybe he has to go 2 rails behind the 3 all the way down table. Yeah, that's what he's tried. He's hit that very nicely. Good shot.
Yeah, nice shot. Think he's going to go airborne again?
I think he could
Massé.
little massé to get some separation side to side, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe get the cue ball behind the what is it, 4?
4-6. Yeah. Or at least get this 2 behind the 7 somewhere.
Perfect,
Yeah,
yeah.
very nicely controlled. I was doing quite a lot of commentary during the pandemic, actually. It kept me busy for the Billiard Network. I must have done, I don't know, 60 to 70 matches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Surely passed the time, put it that way.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna think he's gonna jump kick? Oh no. I wasn't sure if he actually is gonna hit the rail first and try to park the cue ball down here again. Well, if Eklent can come with the long shot, if he pots that, then it could be over.
I think he is a good favorite to make this 2-ball. And then everything has a obvious pocket. Keeps his head nice and still. That was, always a problem. The natural angle of the cue ball was going into the 8. So you could probably put the 3 on the long rail where he's standing.
Cue ball
but
back to the 8.
Yeah. Nicely controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Good cue ball.
Yeah, very nicely played.
He's cut out some obvious kick routes as well. The 1 rail is not there. Has to go 2 rails.
Maybe he can even make the 9.
There is a possibility. I was just going to say that if he catches it quarter to half ball.
He hits it perfect.
Yeah, good call, Ralph.
Good shot, yeah. I think he's going to jump bank.
Jump bank, and it's quite a big pocket with the 9 there as well. It's worth a go. I think he tried it. Does he get lucky? I think he can spin this in if he can't see the whole ball.
Yeah, it's tough to say from here.
It's borderline, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
airborne.
jumping, yeah. So definitely getting the rolls. 9 ball, corner pocket. He deserves it. He hasn't had much luck in this set so far, so
he finally deserved the roll here,
yeah,
for sure.
And he can put a smile on his face there.
Well, that's what you need sometimes. It's not really going his way the whole match, so therefore I saw actually some good shots here in the rack.
Yeah, some good tactical play. The crowd enjoyed that one too.
Of course, they want to see a little more of that match.
Exactly, yeah.
Anyways, Kaci still on the hill. Only needs 1 more rack to advance into the finals of the dynamic billiard Treviso Open. Nice break.
And what a opening shot. It's going away from the 3-ball, so we'll have to play a nice positional shot. Probably have to power this in as well to get down table. It hasn't got much angle.
Yeah, it's tricky, yeah. I don't know if you could follow through and go 3 rails, because, you know, the 5 is in the way, so it's... Let's see what he feels comfortable with.
Yeah, 3 rails.
He's playing the 3 rails.
Just about got there. It's a bit thinner than he would have liked, but
Yeah, but it was a great shot.
it was
no
a
matter
great
what.
shot. Very doable.
There was lots of traffic in the way
Yeah.
there. Very easily he could have bounced into one of these balls there. Well, maybe he has to go back and forth.
Yeah.
This short rail, and
Yeah.
get back to like 50-yard line. Might be the safest here, because if you just roll it softly, it's very easy to
veer off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to put a stroke on this one and go up and down table.
But he's already had the shot clock and hard time reaching it. Play with inside English, okay. So he didn't like going back and forth.
Yeah, I wonder why. I would have thought definitely he's going to go up and down table, but
Yeah, because there's lots of room
yeah,
in between the 4 and the 8.
maybe he just wanted to make the ball. He's got an 8-3 lead, not make any stupid mistake. I don't know. Maybe he's just not comfortable with that shot.
Yep. Okay, but not ideal.
Not ideal.
If he would have come right in between the 8 and 9, it would have been almost
Yeah.
dead safe. You might see the edge of it, and maybe could just thin it and bring the cue ball down table again behind the 8 and 9.
Yeah, he can see it. He's got to be careful not to hit this thick. Oh, that's a good cue ball, is it? It needs to pull up. Yeah, he got there. He's got him. Yeah. Well done.
But there is the jump shot again.
There is the jump shot.
And he is not using the air rush.
I wonder why.
That's why. Guess he feels more comfortable with this jump cue.
Yeah, I guess you know, they've been using the Air 2 for quite a few years. Then all of a sudden the BK Rush comes out. They're not quite used to it because it's made of carbon fiber. It's a different dynamic. Maybe that's the reason. Need some more practice with it because it is an awesome jump cue, the Air Rush.
It's definitely much easier to jump, but
Yeah.
maybe with the wooden shaft, it's a little easier to draw or
Control the cue ball.
control
Mhm.
on the cue ball. So
Yeah.
and again, he's tall enough, so he doesn't really need.
I think this 8-9 combination is on. So just needs to make this ball really.
Could be, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like. Only one ball away from the finals.
Eklent Kaci takes it down with a scoreline of 9-3. Quite a comfortable win. Tomasz Kaplan didn't have the greatest of sets, got some unlucky rolls, but we'll be back in the final. Unfortunately, I have to catch a flight. It's been an absolute pleasure, and hopefully see you at the next EuroTour in St. Johann. Ciao for now.
All right, also thank you from my side. I will be here for the finals starting at 7 o'clock, so in about 20 minutes from now on. Stay tuned and
See you soon.
see you soon.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm here with our winner, Eklent Kaci. That was a really solid performance from you there.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with my performance. I played my game.
And how are you looking forward to Joshua Filler? Because obviously he's been playing very, very well this week too.
Josh plays always good, and I'm looking forward to play. I think it's going to be a nice match, and we'll see who's going to win.
Okay, well we're going to be back very shortly with our final, coming up at 7 o'clock this evening local time.